Militants rape their wives. I'm just absolutely certain I'm correct about that. Matter of fact, maybe most of the military guys rape their wives. Uh, Maybe often. I've dated a prude girl, bud. I'd wait a month or longer. You're gonna give up, and he raped her again. That's just what would happen to a girl like that. I've dated girls that just didn't want it all the time. Not actually. They didn't even want it once a week. Not actually. And I think that the point really is that there's an importance about being considerate. When like talking about things and so forth, it's sort of important to actually be considerate of the various different types of people throughout the population. A military is supposed to actually keep the population safe. That's part of their job, okay? Now, yeah, all right, there are a lot of militants that are men. That's cool, all right? Though, that's not the only thing that being a man is about. Not at all, all right? And so, being a little bit considerate of the various different types of people within the population is sort of important for military guys, because it's not, being a man is not about going out and getting what you want. Not actually. Being a human amidst a society of people is about fulfilling your role responsibly amidst a population of people. There are girls, bud, and they're prudes, okay? There are girls, and they don't want it all the time. Not at all, all right? I've got big Mayan balls. I've got a big dick, all right? Probably bigger dick than most people. There's no way that I would rape a girlfriend of mine. Not at all. If she wasn't in the mood, then all right. It's about being considerate of her. Somebody said, happy wife, happy life. And then somebody else said, happy spouse, happy house. And happy spouse, happy house sort of made sense in a philosophical context, though it's about being considerate of the various different types of people within the population and fulfilling your role amidst the population responsibly, and being a successful male that's living to his potential and all of that. It is about the mind as well, man. It's about the mind as well. And to just tell a bunch of militants this and that and the next about all of the working out and being active and battling and all of the mentality of military, it's variably all right, though there's actually a responsibility to that. There's actually a responsibility that's important. And that responsibility is about the probable perspectives of others. And all right, I mean, like maybe one guy is like really sort of considerate, and like maybe one guy he just sort of that wasn't the situation for him. Not actually, though. It's important for him to realize that there are other guys out there as well, and they don't get to just go out and take what they want. Not actually. There's actually a responsibility, and being a militant amidst a population of people is about his role amidst the population of a bunch of different types of people. Various different types of people. Some people are male, some people are female, some people are Negro, some people are white, some people are red, some people are yellow, some people are brown, and so forth. And they're all different types of people. It's like I had a bunch of different types of cool friends throughout my life. And they were like thinking about their lives and the way that they lived their lives was really interesting to me because they were all really cool people, though they were all different types of cool people. I've had some peculiar cool friends, man. Intellectual friends and practical cool friends, like the type of cool friends you just like kick back a few beers and you're sitting around and you're chatting about whatever comes up, and you guys get to chatting and cut up a little bit and you laugh a little bit, and they're cool people as well, man. And various of my friends were like philosophical types of people and really spiritual types of people, like philosophical Buddhists and philosophical like agnostic types of people, really, really spiritual and really some of them were really spiritual and really ethical. And then there were various other practical types of people that were raised of Christian parents, okay? And I actually would suppose that they had a talk with their parents discreetly, like putting together the pieces of the puzzle the way those guys were. They at some point they told their parents this or that, okay? And they lived their lives. If anybody needed a quote about it, like they think about like, well, maybe there is something that would be that could be concisely suggested that people might think was sort of interesting, and then they think about it and they're not going to tell them that, not actually. And that's humorous, okay? Those guys actually are really cool. Though and different types of people are different, all right? So it's sort of important to actually be considerate of the different types of people. And it's important to fulfill the role that you're in responsibly amidst the population of various different types of people. And I think it's responsible to make the point that that really sort of, I mean, that sort of includes the military as well. They're actually supposed to contextually protect the population, and of my perspective, fulfilling that role responsibly is to actually be a little bit conscientious that the other guys to actually tell them like they don't get to just go out and take what they want. Not at all. All right, period. They do not get to go out and take what they want. Not at all. I really am for gun rights. Matter of fact. Yeah, I think that gun rights actually help people be conscientious. And it sort of just like, it clicks within their heads when they're looking at heavy artillery. All right? The heavy equipment right there, and they're like, yeah, I mean, and then real quick, okay? The pen is mightier than the sword. While you were pumping iron, I was pumping irony, said some cool person. And those actually are cool people, and they have a good philosophy, a well thought out philosophy, bud. A well thought out philosophy, quite considerate, quite responsible.